Welcome back to Marshall, Minnesota, and the RA facility where we are getting ready for some Mustang men's basketball. The SMSU Mustangs, who are coming into this game with a record of 12-11 and 9-7 in conference play, will be taking on the University of Mary Marauders, who are struggling with a 3-17 record, 3-13 overall, or in the NSIC. So should be a good game. Michael Sterling here, Ali Kopacik here as well. And Ali, what do you think are some keys for this game for the Mustangs to come out with a victory?
Well, a lot of things is going to be, again, that rebounding thing here. It's good for the Mustangs because they have Nick Smith, who has 39 blocks so far, and with rebounds, he's crazy on his rebounds. And then whereas the Marauders here, their key player is going to be Musagani Mark, who has 21 blocks so far. But it's also going to be about points. Jordan Miller averages about 15 points. Nick Smith, 11 points per game. Whereas you have on the Marauders, Alex Dorr, 13 points per game, and Josh Turner, 11 points. If they can keep those guys away from the basket, I think the Mustangs have a great shot. And again, they have a better record here than the Marauders, but we'll see.
Yeah, the Mustangs have kind of been up and down this year. It's been hard for the Mustangs to stay consistent. They were thought pretty highly of in the preseason, but this year, I guess they kind of came into the season with heads that were a little too inflated. They haven't had a winning streak this year longer than 2 games. So SMSU trying to get another winning streak going as they won their last game against Crookston, 72-57. Lost on February 1st to Bemidji State, 63-54. As the players are out warming up and the crowd kind of get into the little pregame ritual. Ali, I'm pretty excited for this game. I usually broadcast women's basketball, so it's nice to kind of do some men's basketball as well. Men's games are always exciting, and the atmosphere around here, we got the band playing right now, so it should be a good night.
Yeah, I mean, the men's game usually draws a big crowd, which always helps keep the excitement level up for not only the fans, but the players as well. And the thing is here, in 5 of its 7 NSIC losses, SMSU has led with 4 minutes or less in the second half in every game. And in 6 of its 11 losses overall, the Mustangs have held a lead with 5 minutes or less in the game. So they really just need to keep it together at the end here and hopefully make the fans excited that they came out here to watch them play.
And this might be a tough game for SMSU because even though the Marauders have kind of a lesser record, the Mustangs have kind of played down to their competition this year. They have struggled against lesser teams, maybe overlooking them or taking them for granted. So the Mustangs, and going back to that stat you mentioned, the Mustangs got to learn how to finish off games. And if this game is close, we'll see how tough the Mustangs are.
And I mean, Jordan Miller here, he just needs 15 more points to move into the 4th all-time on SMSU scoring list. So you know he's definitely going to be working hard to make sure he gets those 15 points just to move up in that ranking.
Yeah, Jordan Miller averaging a little more than 15 points per game, so he might get that tonight. Also a little over 6 rebounds per game. Nick Smith averaging almost 12 points and 7 rebounds per game. Key injury, though, for the Mustangs, Matt Zager, who is averaging nearly 10 points per game and nearly 4 rebounds per game, out this evening. So that's kind of a big loss for the Mustangs, who are hoping to get another victory to add to the momentum that they got from the last game.
And I mean, it's tough for the Mustangs to have Zager out because he is such a key player when it comes to points.
Mustangs averaging 70.7 points per game this year, and the Marauders averaging 62.7 points per game this year. So SMSU with a little bit of a advantage when it comes to scoring. Rebounds, both teams kind of even. University of Mary averaging 33.5 rebounds per game. SMSU averaging 33 per game. And as far as turnovers go, SMSU 12.5 turnovers a game. As for the University of Mary averaging a 15.3. So as we talked about in the women's game, turnovers and rebounds and missed shots probably have a lot to do, and free throws probably have a lot to do with who wins this game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, free throws definitely make or break a game. You wouldn't think much of it, but it really comes down to how well you shoot at that line and how much you get people up there to shoot.
So we are going to take a little bit of a break while they do the introductions and the national anthem. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups and we will have SMSU men's basketball. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
You can eradicate polio. You can promote peace. You can feed the hungry. You can help children do better in school. Because you can get involved with Rotary. Because Rotary believes that by working together, you can do anything. Learn more at Rotary.org.
At Southwest Minnesota State University, our students come first. It's a commitment you can see in our new Regional Events Center, Residence Hall, Student Center, and Science Lab renovation. We've invested over $80 million in the past decade for top-notch facilities. And we're not stopping there. Southwest Minnesota State University, it's where you belong.
They say America is the land of opportunity. But today, 1 out of every 6 children lives without enough. That's nearly 13 million of us living below the poverty line, struggling every day just to hang on. This is America. Together, we can do so much. Will you help? Go to povertyusa.org today and get involved.
If you've had a stroke, the chances are good that you could have another one. But it doesn't have to happen. You could be a stroke smart star.
I'm eating healthy and I'm exercising again.
I'm keeping my blood pressure and cholesterol levels under control.
After 35 years, I quit smoking.
I always take my medicine.
If you take steps to improve your health, you'll greatly reduce your risk of another stroke. Talk to your doctor and go to stroke.org today.
I'm not going to have another stroke.
Will I always be working weekends just to stay out of debt?
Is a great college for our kids?
Out of the question?
Is the American dream
Out of our reach?
Not if we can help it. We're the National Endowment for Financial Education, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get smart about their money. Log on to smartaboutmoney.org today and start taking control of your financial life.
626,000 investors.
That's how many people SIPC has helped since 1970.
Over $15 billion.
That's how much SIPC has made it possible for investors to recover.
SIPC.
That's the Securities Investor Protection Corporation.
An investor's first line of defense in the unlikely event that a brokerage firm fails.
SIPC, for real people, like me.
And you.
Minnesota. Ali Kopacik has the starting lineups for both teams.
For the University of Mary Marauders here, number 3, senior guard Josh Turner. Number 4, Mike Johnson, junior guard. Jalen Jaspers, number 20, a junior guard. Mike Musangai, number 24, a junior forward. And number 33, Kevin Jensen, a freshman forward. For your Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs, number 2, senior guard Tremel Barnes. Number 3, junior guard Jordan Budenhagen. Number 12, junior guard Bernard Birch. Number 13, senior guard Jordan Miller. And number 44, junior center Nick Smith.
Very good, Ali. And as the PA announcer still goes over the starting introductions, we are about ready to get started with some SMSU basketball. And kind of a serious note here tonight is kind of anti-drunk driving thing. They've had students kind of sign pledges that saying they won't drive drunk, and of course, head coach for SMSU, Brad Bigler, has gotten a little bit of attention in recent months after the unfortunate death of his son in a car crash at the hands of a drunk driver, and so just encouraging all of you out there right now, don't drive drunk. It's selfish, and just find a safe way home. So it's kind of a serious note there, and about ready to start the game as University of Mary comes out in their blue and orange uniforms, kind of shades of the old school Denver Broncos uniforms, and SMSU in their home whites, getting ready to get this game kicked off. Again, the Mustangs looking to win their second straight game, and Allie, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. Looks like the fans are pretty excited too.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I'm really looking forward to see how the Mustangs do and if they can pull out a win here tonight.
Marauders also sporting all the starters out on the court anyway, sporting some orange sneakers. Pretty cool and pretty bright. So a lot of bright colors out there for the Marauders.
I'm loving their sneakers. They're pretty sweet. Team camaraderie here, all having the exact same ones.
Yeah. It looks like Nick Smith and number 24, Mark Musangai, gonna battle for the tip-off. And tip won by the Marauders. Mike Johnson playing point. Musangai gets the pass. Nice backdoor cut and an early basket. Number 20, Jalen Jaspers.
He's not a high scoring, but he averages 9 points per game, so definitely going to have to watch him there.
Jordan Budenhagen with the three, and Budenhagen, one of the team's better three-point shooters. His first start in a while because of the injury to Zager. Really a good start for him. Musangai puts up a short shot, and it is good. University of Mary with a 4-3 lead. Bernard Birch bringing the ball up for SMSU. Now to Barnes. Budenhagen over to Miller. Budenhagen again for three. No good. Rebound by Johnson. Now it's Josh Turner with the ball. He gets a nice screen from Musangai. Now Jensen looking for an open teammate. Nice defense, though.
That's one thing the Mustangs do really well, is they're good at holding the team back from the basket and playing hard defense.
Mustangs are a very athletic team as Nick Smith gets the rebound. Tremel Barnes bringing it up court for SMSU. Nice pass to Birch, who nails the reverse layup, and SMSU grabs a 5-4 lead. Budenhagen playing right on Johnson. Marauders trying to get something inside, but they kick it back out. Musangai with the ball. Now over to Jaspers. Jaspers trying to drive. And now a shot put up by the Marauders. That one no good. Rebound by Jordan Miller. Miller, the leading scorer on the team, tries to pass it off to Smith, who wasn't looking. Looks like Miller should have just gone up for the shot there.
That's one thing that the Mustangs here need to watch too, is their turnovers, keeping them low and making sure they keep control of the ball.
And sometimes they just try to get a little bit too fancy, and sometimes you just got to settle for the simple play. That's as effective.
Yeah, their excitement sometimes gets the better of them.
And speaking of trying to get too fancy, a no-look pass results in another turnover for the Marauders. 5-4 SMSU with the lead. 17 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Tremel Barnes out to William Giddings. Now to Miller. LaVan sporting some pink sneakers. Again, tomorrow night will be Pink Zone night here at SMSU. Jordan Miller putting up a 3, and it is good. The sharpshooter of SMSU, Jordan Miller, knocks it down. 8-4. Mustangs now with the lead. Mike Johnson trying to hurry down court. That ball is bounces off somebody's foot, recovered by Jaspers. Now Turner with a 3. That one's good. Kind of silences the crowd momentarily.
Again, Turner, they really need to watch him, averaging 11 points per game. A sharp three-point shooter as well. They just need to make sure they pressure him and not let him get the ball too much.
Nice pass to David Condon. Now he kicks it out to West, but he travels. So a costly turnover by the Mustangs. Number 32, Blake Meslonkowski, subs into the game for the University of Mary. Mustangs showed a little bit of a full court press there. Johnson looking for an open teammate, finds Maslonkowski. I don't know how a big guy like that got that open, but he was able to get in for the basket.
The Mustangs really need to make sure not only are they watching the ball, but they're also watching their players. They seem to be more focused on the ball than to seeing who doesn't have it and who is getting open.
Miller tried to drive, but wasn't going to happen. Now Tremel Barnes. Now Lavion West trying to get inside. Puts it up, no good. Ball's knocked around. Nice hustle by the Mustangs to retrieve the ball and keep possession of it. Barnes with the handoff to Giddings. Miller out to Barnes, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Johnson. Passes it deep down court, and a dunk. Jalen Jaspers with the dunk, and that forces the Mustangs to call timeout. As we mentioned in the pregame, Allie, sometimes the Mustangs play down to lesser competition. And even though the University of Mary comes in with a 3-17 record, they have the ability to win this game.
Yeah, they're showing the Mustangs that just because their record isn't as great, they're not an easy team to play. And the Mustangs need to make sure that they don't get too excited and that they know they're going to win. They have to play this game just like this is the #1 team in their conference.
It's kind of an old saying, but nonetheless true. They don't play games on paper.
Exactly.
Mustangs got to make sure their defense is solid, and they've been doing all right offensively. It's just that they've let a few too many open shots for the University of Mary.
Yeah, they need to watch those fast breaks.
And a foul called on Mike Johnson. Brandon Tyler coming into the game. Giddings gets the inbound pass and tosses it right back to Miller. Miller over to Birch. Birch, his shot blocked. Picked up by Jaspers. And an offensive foul. Nice job by Jordan Miller to draw that charge.
Standing there planting his feet is all he needs to do, and he can get those all night.
Very good defense. Nice job by Miller to not get intimidated and try to move out of the way there. I know I sure would be running away.
I probably would too. I wouldn't want to take a fall from those guys.
Miller gets the pass from Birch. Smith gets it on the inside but kicks it right back out. Giddings to Birch. Mustangs haven't really gotten the ball too much to Nick Smith here in this game. Something they might want to work on, but Lavion West knocks that shot down.
I mean, you give credit to the Mustangs. They see that Smith is trapped down there. It seems like the Marauders there are putting 2 players on him to keep him limited to his points, and the Mustangs are working that and keeping it away from him.
Mike Johnson, his shot no good. Nick Smith ends up with the rebound. Jordan Miller over to Bernard Birch. Birch over to West, who puts up another deep 2. No good. Rebound by Maslonkowski. 13:51 left to go here in the first half. Nice defense by Lavion West. Meslonkowski kind of bobbled the ball a little bit. Might have been contact there.
Nicely done by Nick Smith to knock it out of his hands without getting called for a foul there.
Jevin Budd, the head coach for University of Mary, wanted a foul on that end, but Mustangs turn it back over with a travel. A couple of turnovers so far for the Mustangs that have kind of kept them from getting some more points. And almost another turnover there for the Marauders. Johnson to Turner.
One thing I'll give the Mustangs is they're very great at switching on defense.
We've been seeing a lot of screens here in this game.
Yeah, and as long as the Mustangs keep watching those, switching when they need to, it'll really help limit the points the Marauders can get.
That shot no good as the shot clock was winding down.
There's another great rebound by Nick Smith.
Lavion West taking another deep two. That one's good, and the Mustangs grab back the lead, 12-11. 12 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the first half. Jensen putting up a shot. That one's no good. Rebound by Smith.
Smith with 4 rebounds already. It's going to definitely help the Mustangs out as long as he keeps grabbing those balls.
Bernard Birch slowing things down for SMSU. Pass to Budenhagen, puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Marauders. That was Josh Turner with the rebound. Marauders looking to find something inside. A nice backdoor cut, but the turnover by the Marauders. The Mustangs have a couple subs coming in. William Giddings, David Condon, and Jordan Miller.
If the Mustangs can keep forcing the Marauders to do the turnovers, they've already scored 5 points off their 3 turnovers, so they keep forcing them to turn them over, they can keep getting those points.
SMSU with a 12-11 lead. Miller over to Barnes. Barnes taking a screen from Condon, puts up a shot, and it's good, and the foul. And Tremel Barnes will go to the line.
He's one of the team's better free throw shooters. About 82% he shoots from the line, so it's good that he's one of them at the, hopefully add some points here to the Mustangs.
Barnes, a senior out of Watson, Minnesota. And that free throw is good, so the Mustangs now with a 4-point lead, 15-11. A nice screen there by Jaspers. But a nice steal by Jordan Budenhagen. Now Jordan Miller, the ball gets knocked, or no, they're going to call a foul. And they're going to say it was a shooting foul, as Miller was in the process of trying to go up for a layup.
Again, Jordan Miller, the team's best free throw shooter, 85% from the line.
One of the best shooters, period, on the team. As we said, he's pretty much the team's sharpshooter. Takes a lot of shots from the three-point arc. In fact, has taken 153 three-point shots this year, far more than any other player on this Mustang team.
That's why he averages 15 points per game.
Nice basket cut again by the Marauders. Not able to take advantage of it, though. Missed shots will cost you. Miller passes it to Budenhagen, now over to Barnes. Now Miller drives to the basket. David Condon, his shot no good, as that ball's bouncing around like a Mexican jumping bean. Nobody quite able to grab a hold of it. But the Marauders will get the ball. 10:33 left to go in this first half. Mustangs with a 6-point lead. Mike Johnson out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, playing point for the Marauders. Now Brandon Tyler puts up a deep 2. That one is no good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Marauders. Mark Musungai with the putback.
And that's one thing the Mustangs really need to watch is those rebounds. Right now, they're out rebounding 9-8, but still, they need to make sure they're crashing those boards and boxing out.
Jordan Miller, that shot no good. Rebound by Musungai. And now a deep pass. Again, another missed shot that should have been made, and a foul called. Foul on Jalen Jaspers. And that is his third personal foul already. Media timeout, so we're going to take a quick 30-second break as well. SMSU with a 17-13 lead, 9:51 left. Stay tuned, you're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide. Where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Welcome back to the RA facility here on the campus of Marshall, Minnesota, where the SMSU Mustangs have a 17-13 lead over the University of Mary Marauders. And the Lady Mustangs lost earlier to the Mary women 84-63. So the men trying to make it 1-1 here this evening. And Allie, what have you seen from this game that has impressed you so far?
Well, the Mustangs, they started out a little bit rough here, but then they really pulled together and they're working hard, crashing the boards, finding the open player, passing it around, and not just shooting just to shoot. They're taking smart shots and taking care of the ball and making sure that the Marauders don't get into the paint where they're pretty dangerous.
Tramel Barnes going to bring the ball up the court for the Mustangs. Nice showing here on the campus. A lot of students coming out. A lot of them wearing their jerseys for Jersey night. Tramel Barnes looking for an open teammate. Now gets to Birch. Mustangs not in really any hurry to shoot the ball. Birch driving to the basket, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by the Marauders. Musungai with a handoff to Brandon Tyler. Shot up, no good. And Kevin Jensen tried to get the rebound, but bounced off him a couple times and out of bounds. So the Mustangs, Jordan Miller bringing the ball up the court. Less than 9 minutes left to go here in this first half. Going for the alley-oop, no good. Pass a little bit too high.
It was a nice attempt. When he gets those, they are amazing to watch.
And that shot nothing but air on the Marauders side. Both teams kind of playing a little sloppy last few minutes. Bernard Birch, though, takes it all the way to the hoop. And SMSU now with a 19-13 lead. And a missed shot on the other end. Nick Smith with the board. Bernard Birch now bringing the ball down court.
That's 5 rebounds for Nick Smith, 4 for Jordan Miller. If those two keep crashing the boards like they are, the Mustangs will have no problem getting that rebound.
That was a foul on Brandon Tyler. 6 personal fouls on the Marauders, and the Mustangs, they haven't committed a foul yet. Either that or the scoreboard is wrong. First free throw bounces in. Not the prettiest looking shot, but it's a point nonetheless.
and Bernard Birch, he's the team's third best free throw shooter, so the Mustangs couldn't have asked for one of the better people to get sent to the line.
Sean Condon coming in for Jordan Miller. The second free throw is up and no good. That was again another almost mistake there by the Marauders. They do end up getting the ball though. Mike Johnson bringing the ball down court, now looking for an open teammate. Pass to Musangai, puts up the mid-range jumper, no good. And goes out of bounds. And looks like it'll stay with the Marauders. Number 21, Justin Ledger, coming out for the University of Mary. Josh Turner going to try to inbound the ball, gets it to Musangai, now to Johnson. Now Jensen putting up a deep three, that one's no good. Jordan Budenhagen gets the rebound. Condon to Budenhagen, puts up a three, and it's good. Jordan Budenhagen, starting in place of Matt Zager, nails his second three of the evening.
He's definitely showing that he's someone they need to watch out on the arc, because he has a great shot when he gets it.
And another three by the Marauders, and that one's good. Josh Turner cuts the deficit to 7. Coming up on 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Birch to Condon, and now a traveling violation. So another unforced turnover by the Mustangs. A few more subs coming in for the Mustangs. David Condon out there. Another three-pointer by Turner, and they're going to get Tremel Barnes for the foul. That'll mean 3 free throws for Turner.
And that's not someone you really want to send to the line. He's 83% from there, so he's someone you don't want to foul, especially on a three-point shot when he gets 3 attempts at it.
First one is up and good. Turner, a senior out of Aurora, Colorado. Second free throw up and good as well. 23-18, the Mustangs with a 5-point lead. We'll wait to see if Turner can nail his third free throw, and he does. So now down to a 4-point lead for SMSU. 6:40 left to go here in this first half. Budenhagen trying to find an opening. Mustangs try to move it around the perimeter. Shot clock down to 12. Barnes over to Budenhagen, puts up a three. That's no good, but now the Marauders foul on a three-point shot. So Budenhagen is going to go to the line to shoot 3 for the Mustangs.
That's one thing I love about watching Budenhagen shoot is he takes those deep threes. He's always way back there, and generally they're pretty good luck for him.
Budenhagen, a senior out of Huron, South Dakota. First free throw is no good. Budenhagen actually went to Minnesota West Community College before transferring here. Second free throw no good as well. Justin Ledger coming back in for SMSU. Jordan Miller and Nick Smith coming back in for the Mustangs. And Budenhagen misses all 3 free throws. Now a deep pass to an open man, and an easy basket for Justin Ledger. As the Mustangs, who had a 10-point lead a few minutes ago, now the lead down to 2.
Those free throws really do make a difference when he comes onto it.
And a missed layup by Tremel Barnes, and now the Marauders have a chance to either tie it or take the lead.
Dribble
Johnson with the ball. Ledger looking for an open teammate. Turner now driving to the basket. Shot blocked by Lavion West. And that's the athleticism and the length of the Mustangs defense.
They definitely are doing well. They have 4 blocks so far compared to the 1 for the Marauders. So that's definitely going to help them out. They can keep blocking those shots.
Ledger trying to inbound the ball. Deep inbound pass to Josh Turner. Not the country music star, mind you. And Turner goes for another 3, and that's good. Josh Turner now with 12 points, and the Mustangs can't leave him alone.
We said before, he's someone who needs to watch. He averages 11 points, and he's already over that average per game.
Now the Mustangs with a 3, that's no good. SMSU needs to take some time out and get some better shots. Johnson, a nice pass. That ball knocked out of bounds. University of Mary coming into this game at 3-17. SMSU coming in at 12-11. Mustangs really struggling against a team that has not had the best season.
Yeah, it's like they're pushing too fast for their own good. If they just slowed it down a little bit, took their time, it would really help them. And
I don't know who the heck Johnson was passing to there. I think he might have seen somebody on the basket base thingy. I don't know what you would call that.
Yeah, no idea.
But Birch over to West. Trying to get it inside. Nick Smith. Now to Barnes. Back into Smith. Hook shot no good. And another missed opportunity for the Mustangs. Johnson doing a good job of taking care of the ball. Bernard Birch playing solid defense. Josh Turner another 3, and that one's good. Josh Turner, he is on fire. The Mustangs need to get something going. And a timeout called by the Mustangs, 27-23. So we are going to take a quick 30-second break, 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. You are watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV. Welcome back to the RA facility where the SMSU Mustangs down to the University of Mary, 27-23 with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this first half. And Allie, seems like the Mustangs have underestimated the Marauders, who only came into this game with 3 wins, but they're fighting pretty hard here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be confident, but the Mustangs seem a little bit overconfident as they're just throwing up shots, just passing it, not really looking where they're going. But I guess the Marauders are doing that as well, but not as much as the Mustangs are. The Mustangs have 5 turnovers, and off those 5 turnovers, the Marauders have gotten 5 of their points. So they really need to stop throwing the ball away and just focus on finding a good open shot and playing solid defense, which they're kind of falling off on right there as these players are getting open on the other team.
And the Mustangs, they seem kind of obsessed tonight with making the spectacular play instead of just trying to make the simple play and getting the job done. So the Mustangs need to stop turning the ball over so much and try to get a little better shot selection.
Just go back to the basics and they'll be fine.
Jordan Miller with the ball. Over to Birch. Smith posting up on the inside. He gets the pass. Now, and the ball gets knocked out from behind him. Turn in now. A pass, and that's a turnover on the Marauders. Barnes now with the ball. Miller going up for the 3, and it's good. And that's kind of a momentum booster for SMSU, cutting the deficit to 1.
It's exactly what they needed just to get their momentum back up.
Ball gets knocked away. Marauders keep possession of it. Turner over to Johnson. Johnson to the inside, shot no good. And the Mustangs have a chance to grab back the lead. Nice pass to Lavion West from Bernard Birch. Some contact, but no foul called.
That's the Mustangs we need to see, is that constant going for the basket and just driving.
Almost another turnover there by the Marauders. Turner with a shot, and it's good. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what this guy ate before the game, but it's certainly working.
I think they need to put 2 players on him. He is just on fire.
They need to put 20 out on him.
18 points just in this half.
Bernard Birch, nice pass to Smith. Shot no good. Smith really needs to knock down those inside shots. He's missed a lot of them. Doesn't have any points this game so far.
He's 0 for 2 on field goal attempts. 6 rebounds, which is helping, but he needs to get those easy baskets.
Move it. Available, Justin.
Johnson now with a 3, and that one's good. The Mustangs, you can tell even on Jordan Miller's face, he kind of passed the ball in. Had that look of disgust and frustration on his face.
Matters are 50% from the 3-point line, and they're showing they can do damage there. The Mustangs need to keep them inside.
Mustangs down 33-26. Nice pass to Barnes, puts up a shot. That's good, and that's big for the Mustangs, now cutting the deficit to 5. 1:33 left to go in the first half. Turner once again with another 3, this time no good, but an offensive rebound. And now a jump ball, and it'll go to the Mustangs. So a good job with the jump ball there, but they need to start boxing out on these guys. That offensive rebound was way too easy.
Yeah, Bernard Birch, though, he got right in there just to fight for it, but still they need to get in there quicker, and you need to have more Mustangs going for the rebound than you do Marauders.
Barnes bringing the ball down court, finds an opening, puts it up, and it is good. The Mustangs now trying to get something going, now only down 3. 1:05 left to go in the first half.
Kevin!
So I'm sure you can hear Coach Jevin Budd yelling out plays. Turner once again going for another 3. This time he knocks it down. So 36-30 lead for the Marauders with 41 seconds left.
Josh Turner 6 from 7 for his 3 throws, or for his 3-pointers. So they really need to keep him away from the ball.
Bernard Birch though with a easy layup, cutting the deficit back down to 4. Marauders can hold for the last shot if they wish to.
Available, Josh, available. Hey, we're going flat JT. Flat JT, go. Flat JT.
Jensen, a handoff to Turner. Now back to Johnson. 4 seconds left. Johnson loses control of it. That'll be a backcourt violation, and the Mustangs, they still have a second left. Johnson threw up a shot, went in, but it doesn't matter.
That was a fantastic shot.
So the Mustangs have a second, and they get the ball at half court. They have a second to put up a shot, and maybe they'll get a miracle like Mike Johnson just did, only this one will probably count. Miller puts it up, no good. So the University of Mary heads into halftime with a 36-32 lead. It looked like a mismatch on paper, but as we said in the first half, games aren't played on paper. So we will be back in a little bit to bring you the first half stats, and we'll bring you second half action. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV. Welcome back to the RA facility here on the campus of SMSU, where the Mustangs are kind of struggling tonight against the University of Mary. They're down 36-32. And Allie, let's take a look at some of those first half stats.
Well, first off, the Marauders are rebounding the Mustangs 20-15. They're getting killed on points. Josh Turner has 21 points just in the first half, and the highest scorer for the Mustangs is Jordan Miller, and he only has 8 points. Nick Smith is doing great with blocks. He has 3 of them so far, but his rebounds, only 6 rebounds. He really needs to step up his rebounding game. Jordan Miller needs to start hitting the boards more for points, and hopefully that will help the Mustangs a little bit because they kind of lost their momentum, got it back, and again lost it.
Yeah, Nick Smith hasn't gotten nearly as many top touches as he should be getting. I believe, see on the stat sheet, only has a few shots that he's taken.
2 shots, and he hasn't made either of them yet. So if they can get the ball to him and he starts making his shots, it would really help the Mustangs out there as well.
Well, they need to find a way to get him open down there in the paint, and they need to find ways to get it to him because they've been taking a lot of forced shots that have really brought down their shooting percentage and have really cost them on some possessions.
Yeah, they need to start doing what the Marauders are doing there with Josh Turner, getting him open. Hopefully they can start and do that to Nick Smith, get him open, have him take his shots, and stop Josh Turner from shooting because he is just killing the Mustangs with his points.
Turnovers don't seem to be too big of a problem. Like we said, the problem is just better shot selection and maybe just getting on the boards a little more. The Marauders kind of out-rebounded the Mustangs at times, so that's something I'm sure that Coach Bigler has talked to his squad about during the half.
Yeah, it's something he needed to point out to them and tell them they need to hit those boards harder and fight for the ball.
Well, we're going to find out if that little pep talk worked. But we're about to start the second half between SMSU and the Marauders. Again, SMSU came in to this game 12-11, 9-7 in conference play. The Marauders came in 3-17, 3-13 in conference play. So on paper, it looked like a mismatch, but it's been anything but so far here tonight.
And the Marauders are showing that they're going to fight for this win. And they're doing a very great job of it, actually.
Mike Johnson playing the point for the Marauders. Mark Musungai gets it over to Jensen. And now Jalen Jaspers gets the basket and the foul. Now Mary gets a 6-point lead.
Jalen Jaspers kind of a surprise, 6 points. He's not one of their huge scorers. He's in the top 5, but he's definitely making an impact tonight here.
The free throw is up, and it is good. So 39-32, Marauders with the lead. Let's see what the Mustangs can do on their first offensive possession. Jordan Miller over to Barnes, now to Birch. Birch out to Budenhagen, puts it up, and it's good. That's a big shot for the Mustangs, cutting the deficit to 4.
Jordan Budenhagen, 3 from 6 from the three-point line. So if he can keep getting those and hitting them, they'll add to the Mustangs.
Nice solid defense being shown. And couldn't quite see what happened. Looks like Turner threw the ball off a Mustang defender. Kind of saved the possession there for the Marauders. Jasper's trying to inbound the ball, gets it to Jensen. Now inside to Musungai, but a turnover. A steal by Smith. Budenhagen putting up another 3, no good. Rebound by Jaspers, and again, it's kind of a rushed shot, even though he was open. Mustangs might have tried to get kind of a closer shot, maybe a layup. Turner, as we said, 21 points in the first half. He passes it inside. Now Jensen gets the ball on the inside and a foul called. The Mustangs, kind of unusual for a men's game. They only had 1 foul in the whole first half. That's pretty darn. You're playing pretty darn solid defense when you only commit 1 foul in 20 minutes of play.
But unfortunately, they're not stopping the player that needs to be stopped. So they could just transfer that defense just to him. It could make a huge difference.
Musangai, his shot, no good. Now Jordan Miller pushing the tempo for SMSU. Miller driving baseline, kicks it out to Giddings, putting up a 3, and it's good. Well, they're going to call it a 2. They're going to say his foot was on the line, but still, big shot nonetheless, and it's a one-possession game. Turner almost a steal there by Lavion West. Jasper's looking for an open teammate, has to kick it back out to Johnson. Now Jensen gets it inside, shot blocked by Smith.
That's what we need to see from Smith, is him continuously blocking those shots.
Mustangs starting to gain some momentum. We can kind of feel it here. Now Smith getting a touch on the inside, putting it up, no good. Rebound by Birch. And the reverse layup goes in, and the Mustangs have tied the game.
These are the Mustangs we want to see play. They're doing awesome coming back from the first half here.
Mike Johnson with the ball. Passes it to Turner. I don't believe Turner's taken a shot here in the second half yet. Goes in and gets fouled. A foul on Bernard Birch.
Turner shooting 83% from the line, so again, not someone you want to foul, especially when he already has 21 points.
First free throw is no good. So a surprising miss from a guy who's had a pretty hot hand so far tonight.
Mustangs can't be complaining though.
Second free throw goes in, and the Marauders gain a 1-point lead. See if the Mustangs can take the lead back here, and a nice pass, and they're going to call a blocking foul. Number 33, Kevin Jensen, gets called for the foul. So now the Mustangs are going to inbound it from under the basket. Pass out to Smith. Budenhagen gets the pass, kicks it out to West. Nice defense by the Marauders, staying out on those Mustang players on the perimeter. Miller out to Budenhagen, now to Giddings, putting up a shot. No good. Smith with the rebound. Jordan Miller puts it up. That one's good. A big 3 by Jordan Miller, and the Mustangs grab a 2-point lead, 42-40, 16 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the game.
They're definitely fighting back and showing the team that we love to watch play.
Now Josh Turner driving, putting up a shot, partially blocked. Gets the ball back, though, and puts it in, tying the ball game back up. 42-all, 16:23 left. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We will be back. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
When you donate goods in response to an international disaster, it's expensive.
They have to cross the sea, pass through customs, be inspected, sorted, then finally delivered.
And often they arrive too late to help, making your good intentions feel a little empty.
There is a better way. Cash donations are fast, simple, and allow professional relief workers to purchase supplies close at hand.
Cash is best. Learn more at CIDI.org.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the SMSU Mustangs and the Mary Marauders are tied at 42 here with 16 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in the second half. SMSU coming in at 12-11. University of Mary coming in at 3-17. So the Marauders looking to pull off the upset here in the RA facility.
I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, though, because the Mustangs are definitely fighting back and playing the ball that they know how to play and that they're great at playing. And Jordan Miller, as I said earlier, was 15 points away from moving into the 4th all-time on the SMSU scoring list. 11 points right now, 3 away. I'm pretty sure he can move into 4th place tonight here.
Yeah, the Mustangs certainly playing a little bit better and gaining a little bit of momentum here so far in the second half. see if they can keep it going coming out of this break. Because again, we will be broadcasting SMSU basketball again tomorrow evening. Women's game at 5 against Minot State, and the men to follow against Minot State sometime around 7 o'clock, and that'll be tomorrow night. But we still got a game to finish off here tonight. Still 16-plus minutes left.
Brandon, you got it, Brandon. Josh, you're
Jordan
top.
Miller passed to Lavion West and slams it down.
That's exactly what the Mustangs needed, was just that little reassurance that they're still in it.
And a steal for the Mustangs. William Giddings out to Jordan Miller, putting up a 3. No good. Probably should have tried to get it inside for the easier basket, but I guess hindsight is 20/20. The Marauders still have a chance to tie up this game. Nice block by Lavion West. Great defense. But I believe a foul was called. No, they're just going to say it went out of bounds.
The Mustangs are holding the Marauders there on rebounds. They had 20 at the half. They've only had 24 rebounds so far, whereas Mustangs had 15 at the half and now have 19. So they're definitely rebounding better, which is helping them out.
Jensen with a three-pointer, and that one's good. So the Marauders grab back the lead, a 1-point lead for the University of Mary. A dangerous pass there. Miller, nice pass to West. Almost gets another dunk, but a foul called on number 20, Jalen Jaspers. So Lavion West going to shoot 2 free throws.
Mustangs shooting 50% from the line, whereas the Marauders are 83% from the line. So hopefully he can make both shots and boost their percentage up here.
Lavion West shooting 78% from the line this year. Makes the first one to tie this game back up.
Hey, Brandon. They're icing.
West, a senior out of Davenport, Iowa. He gets the second free throw to go in, so the Mustangs with a 1-point lead, 46-45. 15 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in the second half.
The Marauders almost seemed unsure of the press that the Mustangs put on them. They broke it, but it seemed a little confused at first as to what was going on.
Foul on Nick Smith as Josh Turner was trying to drive baseline. The Marauders were able to break that press pretty easily. Jensen gets the inbound pass. Fadeaway shot, no good. The tip back is good. Not sure who will get the basket for that. Not sure who tipped it back in. Lavion West putting up a shot. No good. Once again, tipped back around. This reminds me much more of a volleyball match at times than a basketball game.
Most definitely.
I mean, as a coach, you'd want your players to actually grab the ball instead of tipping it around.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs keep possession, trying to get the lead back. There have been a lot of lead changes the last few minutes. Birch into Smith. Smith putting it up, no good. A lot of contact again, and an offensive foul called. And so the Mustangs turn the ball over. Jensen over to Johnson. And a steal by Lavion West. And a reverse dunk. Trying to get some momentum back for the Mustangs. Now with a 48-47 lead. .14 minutes and 8 seconds left. Now another turnover by the Marauders.
This is definitely helping the Mustangs here, as they have 12 turnovers on the Marauders and only 6 for the Mustangs. And they've scored 17 points off of those turnovers. So they keep forcing them. It adds more points for them.
The SMSU crowd starting to get back into it. David Condon, Jordan Budenhagen, and Jordan Miller coming back into the game. Again, SMSU looking to extend or to create a 2-game winning streak with a win here tonight. Budenhagen puts up a deep 3. That one's no good. Again, could have found a little bit better shot. Maybe get it a little closer to the basket. Ledger puts up a shot. That one's no good. Gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Marauders. It's been a tight ball game all the way. Birch gets it to West, now to Miller. Miller out to Budenhagen, puts up another 3. Again, no good. You live by the 3 and you die by the 3, and right now Mustang's kind of struggling shooting from the outside.
Budenhagen is doing great with the shots. Now he's 3 for 9 from the arc, hoping to bring that back up, and if he can start making those 3-pointers, it will really make a difference and extend the Mustangs' lead.
48-47, SMSU with a slim lead. 13 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the second half. Josh Turner gets the handoff. He has 24 points right now. Nice ball movement by the Marauders, but a tough roll. Wow, there's no reason why that ball shouldn't have gone in.
They walked away thinking they had it, and turns out Mustangs are there to grab that rebound.
Lavion West with the ball. Trying to drive in, and that's an obvious travel. And once again, the Mustangs, they keep making these mistakes, and when you make mistakes, even a team that's 3-17 will be able to stay in the game.
7 turnovers for the Mustangs, and it's on simple things, just as traveling. They just stopped for 1 second, planted their feet, they would be fine. But they're all about rushing right now.
When you're used to playing fast-paced basketball, it's tough to get your get control of those feet at times. As the Mustangs thought that they had an open lane, but the Mustangs get a steal. Budenhagen puts up a 2. This time it rolls in. Another basket for Budenhagen.
It's 11 points for him this game, and he normally averages here about 3 points per game, so he's having a great one so far.
West with another steal, might be going in for another jam, and this time he throws it down again. Lavion West brings the Mustangs lead up to 5. Now the crowd really getting into it.
12 points for him so far. He's also having a great game, 5 from 9 first shot attempts. And the Mustangs get control of the ball again.
And a timeout called by the Marauders. So we're going to take a quick break as well. SMSU gaining a little momentum, up 52-47, 11:45 left. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Alone, our reach is limited. No matter how great our intentions, on our own, we can only stretch so far. But at Rotary, we believe the right group of people working together can make our communities, our world, a better place. Rotary, humanity in motion.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the SMSU Mustangs have grabbed a 52-47 lead from the University of Marion Marauders. It's been kind of a close game all night. The Mustangs gaining some momentum, and they have a chance to increase their lead even further here in this possession. And Allie, it's been kind of a, like we said, a back and forth game, but it's been pretty exciting.
Mustangs are really kicking into gear here and showing that they're here to win it, and they're going to fight hard and play a hard game.
Giddings over to Barnes. Smith gets the ball. That shot is good. Nick Smith He's had a tough time getting going in this game. That's his first basket of the game, his first 2 points.
I mean, he's doing great on rebounds, 8 of them so far. But yeah, like you said, he's 1 for 5 for shots. So hopefully that was what he needed to get going.
7-point lead now for the Mustangs. Turner, another steal by the Mustangs. And that pass a little behind Miller, and that'll be a turnover by SMSU, giving the ball right back to the Marauders. And now looks like, not sure what happened with Josh Turner, but he'll be taken out for a while.
That's kind of what the Mustangs needs. Unfortunately, if he's injured, it's not great for him. But the Mustangs, it will really help them out as he's made 24 points so far.
So the Marauders going to try to cut into this deficit. But another turnover. And now Turner's going to come back in quickly.
That was 17 turnovers here for the Marauders, who only had 8 the first half. So this is not looking good for them right now.
Well, you're not going to win too many games when you turn the ball over 17 times. I know it's kind of obvious, but
especially with all the points the Mustangs are scoring off them. 23 they've gotten off the turnovers.
Nice pass from Smith to Miller. And the Mustangs now with a 9-point lead. SMSU starting to take control of this one. Usangai with the ball. Hand off to Turner. Turner puts it up. No good. And another loose ball bouncing around again, and now a foul called, and the basket is good. Jalen Jasper's got the basket, and he'll go to the line to shoot one.
He's 1 for 1 for his free throw attempts, looking to improve that here.
And a missed free throw, so the lead stays at 7. 9 minutes, 38 seconds left to go here in this second half. And that shot knocked down by Tremel Barnes. 58-49, SMSU with the lead. Turner now trying to drive to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Tremel Barnes ends up with it.
He's also having a fantastic game. So far here, he's had 9 points, and normally he only averages about 5, so a great game for him.
Smith once again with the ball, trying to make a move inside, puts it up, no good, but a foul called. So Nick Smith will be shooting some free throws.
He's generally about 63% from the line, so not the greatest free throw shooter. But hopefully he can get some points here and, again, build his confidence since he only so far has 2 points this entire game.
That first free throw no good, and that's not going to help his confidence too much.
No, not really. Maybe this one will go in. And
Lavion West and Jordan Budenhagen coming in. The second one does go in, and now David Condon going to come in for Smith. The Marauders down 10 with 9 minutes left. Still plenty of time to get back into this game.
They really need to kick it into gear here, though, and get the ball more to Josh Turner.
Johnson to Musangai, putting it up, and it's good, and the foul. So that'll help the cause of the Marauders to try to get back into this game. That's 18 fouls now on the Mustangs.
Musagani, one of their better free throw shooters, about 82% from the line.
Hey, Kevin Mark!
Musum Guy came all the way from Toronto, Canada to play for the Marauders. Now the Mustangs trying to increase their lead back. Tramel Barnes knocks another one down, 61-52.
11 points, and he's 5 for 7 for his field goal attempt, so he's just doing awesome tonight here.
4 different players right now for the Mustangs are in double digits in scoring. So evenly distributed scoring so far for SMSU.
Whatever Bigler said to them is obviously working here, as this team is just kicking it into gear and playing amazing.
Now the Mustangs get that rebound, and they're able to take it down the other side of the court. Tramel Barnes, nice pass to Lavion West. They're going to say, I believe they're going to say he stepped on the baseline. So it'll be another turnover. Seven minutes, 56 seconds left to go in this ball game.
You up, Mark, over there.
Turner, who's been the main scorer for the Marauders so far in this game.
He's been held to 3 points this half, though, so the Mustangs are doing their job and limiting his shots.
Mike Johnson gets a nice screen, and but he throws it away, though, and that'll be a backcourt violation.
18 turnovers here for the Marauders compared to the SMSU's 9.
Brandon Tyler just came, will be substituting shortly. Jordan Miller, he just threw it away, and again, another case of Mustangs trying to be too fancy. But wrestling for the ball, and the Mustangs grab the ball right back and force a turnover of their own. Tramel Barnes out to Lavion West, puts up a shot, and it's good. Mustangs now with an 11-point lead, 7 minutes left.
14 minutes for Lavion West here. He is just firing away on those shots and making them. He's 6 for 10 so far.
Turner putting it up a 3, and it's good. So 63-55. Josh Turner now with 27 points on the night.
This is a kid who normally averages 11 points per game, so to have 27.
Jordan Miller comes right back on the other end and knocks the shot down. Miller now with 15 points on the night. Turner being guarded by Lavion West. Now helped by David Condon. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Now to Jensen, puts it up. That one's no good. Rebound by Tramel Barnes, passing it to the ender, and Jordan Miller couldn't hold on to it. I'm sorry, but that's one play that you have to make. There's no excuse for that.
Especially when you're wide open, no one around you. You catch the ball, you throw it out. That's all you need to do, but it looked like he just got excited and couldn't get it.
And it's unforced errors like that. The reason why the SMSU Mustangs have struggled so much this year, it's just been that inconsistency. And there's that one stat that you read earlier in pregame about the Mustangs having a bunch of leads late in the game and then losing those games.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen here tonight, but you never know.
Basket and the foul by Lavion West. Well, they have the lead right now, a 12-point lead, and there's still 5 minutes, 27 seconds left. So anything could happen. Josh Turner's first foul. William Giddings and Nick Smith subbing in. Lavion West with 16 points in the game at the line.
He's 2 for 2 so far at the line, so hopefully he can make it 4 for 4. Oh, sorry, 3 for 3.
68-55, SMSU with the lead. 5:20 left to go in this game. Jaspers gets a nice screen now to Musum Guy. Ball knocked away. Musum Guy gets it back though, kicks it back out to Johnson. Shot is up and it is good. And a timeout called by the Marauders. 68-58, 5 minutes, 7 seconds left. And Allie, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty impressed at how after a tough first half, the Mustangs have come back and grabbed back at the moment now a 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's like they came out of that half, and it's like they're a whole new team. They started out really rough, had their good moments, but now it's just like I've never seen them play like this before tonight so far. And I mean, they're shooting 52% from field goal attempts, 35% from the three-point line, whereas the Marauders are 52%. But again, they're really holding Josh Turner there, and it's helping them, I think, as they know they can hold him and then score points.
Been a good game so far. Exciting to call it with you, Allie. And we also have a SMSU volleyball stud, Jenna Duddleston, here with us, kind of getting some tips, maybe learning a few things. And the volleyball team got honored during halftime of the men's game. A great season for them, winning the conference tournament and getting a 30-win season. So SMSU volleyball, one of the most consistent teams here in SMSU athletics. The men's team looking to get a win of their own here tonight. Less than 5 minutes left to go in the game now.
And like we said, these last 5 minutes are kind of a key for the Mustangs.
Jordan Budenhagen puts it up, and it's good. 71-58.
14 points here for him. He's 4 for 10 from the three-point line, but still making a huge difference in how the Mustangs are playing.
Almost another steal there. Another three put up by the Marauders, and that one's good. Cutting it back down to a 10-point lead for SMSU. Bernard Birch over to Miller. Less than 4 minutes left to go in the game now. Birch with the ball over to Miller. Now into Smith. Back out to Budenhagen, puts it up again. This time no good. Chased down by Nick Smith though. And now the Mustangs can take a little more time off the clock. But instead, Coach Bigler calls a timeout. And so we are going to take a quick break. SMSU with a 10-point lead, 3:40 left. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
about HIV?
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Welcome back to the RA facility here on the campus of SMSU, where the Mustangs have a 71-61 lead with 3 minutes 40 seconds left to go in this game. And Allie, Mustangs got outscored 36-32 in the first half, but since then they've been playing pretty well. They've kind of made a few better decisions later on in this half, and they've gotten a lot of momentum.
Yeah, and they look really relaxed. Now, before they looked like they were uptight and just not sure how to play, but now they look like they just are owning this court, and they are.
Well, of course, it's a little easier to relax when you have a 10-point lead.
That's very true.
Much easier, especially as a coach. You'd much rather have a 10 or 20-point lead late in the game than have it be like a 1 or 2 point game.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes teams play a lot harder when it's closer, but you never know. The Mustangs may think that because of the this 10-point lead, they could slack off, but let's hope they don't get to that point.
Well, as we said, Mustangs have lost a few leads this year. Hopefully tonight isn't one of those cases. It's been a lesson the Mustangs have had to learn the hard way at times, is to finish ball games. Mustangs kind of taking some time off the clock. Birch with a nice pass to Smith, who puts the shot in. Smith with only 5 points now in this game. Kind of having a rough game offensively, but he's gotten quite a few rebounds and blocked quite a few shots tonight.
Most definitely. And the thing is, though, as Nick Smith isn't making a lot of his shots, but everyone else on the team is. You have Jordan Budenhagen, who's picking up a lot of points here. Jordan Miller, 15. Bernard Birch with 9 points. Everyone else is picking up the slack there.
Josh Turner hits another three, and he now has 30 points in this game, nearly half of the University of Mary offense. SMSU with a 9-point lead. Not in really any hurry to get a shot up.
Help, watch the dive.
Jordan Miller with the ball, 7 on the shot clock. Tramel Barnes with the shot, that one's no good. Rebound by Musungai. Johnson bringing the ball up court for the Marauders. Turner driving, nice pass, but too hot to handle. Marauders get it back though. Jalen Jasper's now putting up a shot. That one's no good. Rebound by Smith.
An easy rebound for Smith. There was no one else around him there.
That's a big miss for the Marauders. Less than 2 minutes now. SMSU with a 9-point lead. Smith looking for an open teammate. Now gets it to Miller. Tramel Barnes trying to find something. Lavion West with the shot. That one is no good. Ball knocked around a few times, and we'll see who they give it to. They're going to give it to they're going to keep it with the Mustangs here. A new shot clock now with 1 minute and 29 seconds left to go. And almost a steal there by Johnson, but ball does touch the out of bounds line. And now another whistle blows. And not sure what the call was that time, but we're going to try it again. And now another whistle.
Mustangs just can't seem to get a chance to get it in here.
Mike Johnson with the foul. Miller gets it into West, and an easy layup. Mustangs now up 11 with 1:20 left.
That's 19 points for Lavion West here. He's definitely scoring machine. But on the other end, you have Nick Smith, who has 11 rebounds, and he's definitely showing that he is needed on the defensive end here.
And it looks like the fouling is going to start as they quickly foul Jordan Miller. Marauders trying to extend the game. Jordan Miller, though, as we've mentioned, one of the team's better free throw shooters.
Yeah, he shoots about 85% from the line here.
Jordan Miller out of Mitchell, South Dakota. That first free throw goes in.
He's 3 for 3, hopefully make it 4 for 4.
And he does indeed. And the Mustangs are now up 77-64. Now less than a minute left as Turner puts it up. That one's no good. Rebound by Tramel Barnes. And that will probably just about do it. Bernard Birch is fouled. A foul on Brandon Tyler, number 23. So Birch will go to the line for 1-1.
And again, he's one of the higher free throw shooters, 81% here.
That one bounces out, so still a little bit of life for the Marauders.
And unless something drastic happens, it looks like the Mustangs have this win tonight.
A deep three, no good. A rebound by Smith. Barnes bringing it down court.
12 rebounds for Nick Smith. He is just a rebounding machine tonight.
Mary coach says don't foul. Mustangs will have to shoot it. Looks like there's like maybe a 1/10 of a second difference between the shot and game clock. But Miller just holding the ball, so the Mustangs will get their second straight victory. University of Mary Marauders will fall to 3-18. It certainly didn't come easy for SMSU tonight.
No, they struggled in the first half, but second half they definitely showed who they were as a team.
So final score, SMSU 77, University of Mary 64. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with the final stats and wrap up the game. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
American hero.
I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want to get things done. Could I be a hero?
She had to apply.
I should give this a try.
There she met people who shared her passion, people who wanted to make change, people who joined AmeriCorps. They cleaned beaches, they helped wildlife. Together they served, together they made a difference.
Together they were heroes.
In AmeriCorps, you can be a hero too.
Join AmeriCorps.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
About HIV.
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Like all new parents, my husband and I want what's best for our baby. When it came to immunizations, I wanted the facts. So I carefully researched vaccines, talking to pediatricians and other experts and asking tough questions. The answer was obvious. Vaccines like those against measles and influenza are not only a good idea, they could save our daughter's life. Take the time to get the facts. Vaccines save lives.
We all have a vision of that perfect smile. But when it comes to our smile, it's not something we can draw or wait to miraculously appear. We need an orthodontist, dental specialists with 2 to 3 years of specialized education beyond dental school. Your child might be the next Picasso, so trust that brilliant smile to the right hands. Seeing an orthodontist no later than age 7 can help achieve a healthy, beautiful smile. For more information, visit braces.org.
Welcome back to the RA facility here on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University, where the SMSU men come out with a 77-64 victory over the University of Mary Marauders. And Allie, it certainly didn't come easy tonight.
No, they definitely struggled in the first half. But come the second half, I mean, you ended the game with Jordan Miller with 17 points, 19 points for Lavion West. Nick Smith not scoring as many, but 12 rebounds. And I think that really definitely helped put the Mustangs up here, as they had ended the game with 32 rebounds, and same with the Marauders, 32, whereas before the Marauders were killing them in rebounds. They had limited turnovers, 11 compared to 20 to the Marauders, so they stepped it up and definitely played a hard game second half.
So SMSU moves to 13-11, 10-7 in conference play. The Marauders drop to 3-18, 3-14 in conference play. Next games for each team. For the University of Mary, tomorrow night they will play at the University of Sioux Falls. Tip-off scheduled for 6 o'clock p.m. The next game for SMSU is, of course, our next broadcast. Tomorrow night, they will be hosting Minot State, game scheduled for 7 p.m., and that is the annual Pink Zone night. So I'm sure a lot of people will be here wearing their pink. And Allie, I'll be looking forward to broadcasting at least the women's game with you tomorrow. So
should be a fun time.
So for Allie Kopacik, I'm Michael Sterling. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you guys again tomorrow night. Have a great night, and go Mustangs. You've been watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.